Greetings, Guardians! The Destiny reveal from Bungie just went live, and first things first, guys, yes, if you haven't already heard, if you haven't watched the stream, you haven't heard the leaks, Gjallarhorn is coming back. We will be talking about that, but guys, we're going to talk about what's the new places, new co-op, new Crucible. Guys, we're going to go through and basically just tell you everything that we learnt from this stream. I've got 2 pages worth of notes. So guys, grab your nachos, grab your drink, have a seat. We're going to talk about everything coming out on September the 20th. Talk soon. So guys, first things first, if any of you are wondering about the video, I haven't put the video that was in the live stream because of the fact I don't want to get hit by a copyright strike. So I'm going to put the video that's up of us playing the Prisoner of Elders. This is from earlier today. We were stuffing around a little bit, so don't judge us on our performance. So guys, first things first, September 20th is the new release date for Rise of Iron. Yes, that is confirmed. They have confirmed that in the actual trailer or in the video. Don't mind me, I'm just going to cross things off as I make a list. Guys, another thing they've also confirmed is that the US amount is going to be $30. For Australia, I would suspect that's going to be around the $50 mark. And for the English people in the audience, it is around £22. So guys, look, I know obviously they've always said that they weren't going to charge for expansions. I don't know why they're changing their mind on this now. But that has something that they have said there is a price tag for it. And they really didn't elaborate on it. So we'll find out about that later. I'll try and find out for you why. So what do you get for your $30 or your $50 or your £22? Guys, you're going to get a new raid. You get new armor, you get new weapons, you get new storyline, you get new quests. So guys, starting with the new areas, there is 3 new places they've talked about. One is the Plague Lands. The second is Felwinter's Peak. And the third is the Wall. So first things first, Plague Lands. What is it? So Plague Lands is basically an area that has been locked off by the Vanguard. It is similar to the Cosmodome in the fact that it's obviously very barren, outside, snowy. But it's something that we're a place where we have not been yet. Now, they did also mention the fact that they are dropping us off on new locations. Now, I'm gathering from what they're talking about here is we do get to actually pick a new location to land, except for just in Russia. As many of you know, if you play Destiny, the Russian map is pretty full. So what this may mean is when you actually get to click on the tower or on the Earth location, when you click on Earth, it might actually bring up 2 options, and then obviously you can go from there. So that is Plague Lands. Felwinter's Peak is very much a new area where you get to go through. Now this is also the location where the Iron Temple is located and possibly the new social space. So that is interesting. But Felwinter's Peak is actually the location where the Iron Lords used to overlook Russia. And obviously just to make sure that Siva doesn't get out. Now I'm going to delve into a little bit of backstory about him, a little bit of suspicions that I have in a little bit later. Now just going back and talking about Felwinter's Peak for a minute. This is where the Iron Lords actually have their temple. This is their shrine. That actually allows you to basically go through, and it was built in the memory of those who were fallen. Now, as all of you know, there were 9 Iron Lords, I believe. 8 of them were actually killed. The only one that still survived is Lord Selden, which is why he's a Lord. Go figure. And this is also why he's been running Iron Banner. The story or the backstory behind it, which is kind of cool, but we already knew, was that he's running Iron Banner because he wants the strongest to rebuild the Iron Lords. And yes, guys, you will actually get to become an Iron Lord by the end of this story progression. So that itself will be cool. They did mention something about going on missions with Lord Selden. So I'm not sure if he's just going to be there in spirit, as in i.e. a voiceover, or if he's actually going to be there on missions with you. I don't know much about that. They will obviously try and talk about this at a later date, but they did say that you become an Iron Lord with Selden, and you are rebuilding the Iron Lords. So definitely that's pretty cool as well. And then also the third location is the wall, where you guys actually get to go inside the wall. You get to run on top of the wall. I presume this is going to be similar to that, like the Great Wall of China. Similar sort of thing, guys. It's their take on it. And I presume that's obviously going to come into the story missions. So there is a new social space, guys, as well. This is where you actually go up to Felwinter's Peak. You actually capture that area. And you actually make it your new social space. Now, guys, it's nothing like the tower. The tower is very polished and very, 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 very beautiful. This is very much run down sort of social space. So completely different than what we're used to in the tower. But guys, obviously, I presume it's going to have new NPCs. You'll probably find some of them like the Cryptar and all that will be up there as well. Like they always do, try and mix them across. You'll always have access to your vaults and stuff like that as well, I presume. But I presume there's also going to be new NPCs as well. So, guys, apart from the new social space, there is the new raid. There is a new and updated strikes, as well as patrol and public events. Now, with the new and public events, they did mention that there are wolf pack running around in those areas. I don't know if you're going to be able to interact with them. Who knows? You might be able to give them some food. Who knows? But they will be running around, so that might be something similar to when we were doing the House of Wolves. Those fallen guys are running around on their speeder bikes. It's going to be similar to that, I presume. Apart from that, they've also said that the strikes, yes, they are going to have some of the old ones redone or revamped, but there is also going to be new strikes released as well. And guys, with the raid, they didn't give us a lot of details on it, but they did say there is going to be a new raid. Now, apart from that, that's all they really said about the raid. Except the fact that you will obviously get your gear from completing the raid, everything like normal. They did also mention there is a light level increase. Now, that hasn't been locked in yet. I know there's a lot of rumors going around where the light's supposedly going up to 400 and something. They did say it was going to be a significant increase. To me, personally, judging by what Destiny normally has done in the past, I think you'll find that maybe the light will go up to maybe, I'm going to say 350, 360 maybe. So we'll know. Obviously, we'll find out more when that comes out or when they talk about it further. So guys, apart from the new raid and strikes and stuff, they also did talk about new Crucible events. So we are going to get new maps, we are going to get a new game mode, and we are going to get new features. Now, the new maps, they really didn't show any of those off, so we're really not quite sure what to expect from that. To be honest, I'm expecting something along the lines of the maps, probably similar to that to Felwinter's Peak. So maybe a lot of outdoor sort of maps, running around on rooftops or running around on mountain peaks or something along those lines. The new mode, really have no idea about that at all. They didn't mention anything about it. They were very tight-lipped about that. And also about the feature, they really didn't mention either at all. They did say there is more coming at E3. So hopefully we'll get to find out more about those at a later reveal or at E3 or something along those lines. Now, apart from that, guys, they did mention that Jolan's hammer, they did mention that she actually was a she, so that's quite a big thing. But they're also going to mention that you do find out about the Iron Lords, who they were, their backstory as well. I think that actually comes under the social space. So when you actually do get to capture that social space, you might be able to go into sort of like a repository of knowledge or something along those lines. Maybe then they'll have like the little similar things that they had to when the Taken King, where you can sort of scan things and pick up information. That would be kind of cool. Now, the Fallen are back on the raid, but they are different. They are augmented. They have been using the information and the technology that they have learnt from this evil that was locked away. So, getting into the story and what we can sort of pick from the storyline, from what we understand is the Iron Lords, 9 of them, actually went through and did this strike or did this mission where this Siva or Siva, depending how you want to pronounce it, it's a machine sort of like creature, similar to the Fallen, the Sabers and stuff like that. We're not quite sure what it looks like or anything like that, but it is something along those lines. Now, they actually went through and locked Siva, or Siva, however you want to pronounce it, into this actual like vault-like area to contain it. And that is why Lord Selden goes on his patrols. And I suppose that's probably why he only turns up once a month, because for that week, he obviously isn't patrolling. The other 3 weeks, I guess he patrols the Barrenlands to make sure. But he goes around making sure that Siva hasn't gotten out. And that's where the storyline kicks in with the Fallen. What they've done is the Fallen have gone in, they've borrowed their way into this vault-like area. They've gained access to Siva, and they're using his information and knowledge to augment themselves, to make themselves a more powerful race than they already were. And this is where you're going to come into it. You're fighting these guys in the mission. You'll fight them in the raid. Is this changed, augmented Fallen, who are obviously just trying to take over the world by using this machine god or this technology to make themselves into machine gods. So yeah, obviously that's definitely something that's very interesting as well. So guys, obviously the Fallen with the Fallen that you do encounter in the social space and in the raid and whatnot, they are going to have new abilities. They also said they have upgraded weapons. Now, there was no real mention about the abilities or what they are or what they do. They're sort of keeping that pretty tight up-lipped. So obviously we'll try and find that out at a later date. The hammer that we all thought was a hammer, it's not actually a hammer. It's actually an axe. Guys, so this is obviously something that you might be interested in. It's actually a relic. So I'll just turn my phone off onto silent. So it's actually a relic, guys. It's something like the Scorch Hammer that you find in-game in the missions and in certain areas. And it actually lasts for X amount of seconds and allows you to go through and use it to basically just decimate everything. So it's not something that we're going to get to keep. It is something that lasts for 60 seconds or whatever it may be. And it's actually a relic. So I know a little bit disappointing there because we're all hoping to get a giant axe or hammer to keep. But no, you don't get to keep it. It is only for a similar short time. So guys, Gjallarhorn is coming back. It is back in black. It is anybody that does pre-order the Rise of Iron. Now they have said that you'll also get a normal version as well in the game. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to go through and maybe unlock the black version once you've got the normal version. Not quite sure how that's going to work. But you actually get it from completing a quest. So guys, you no longer have to go on and beg for Zerg to sell it. It is something that you are going to forge yourself. So guys, I'm presuming it's going to be something similar along the lines of Sleeper Simulate. You actually go through, complete a whole series of quests. Hopefully it's more in depth than what Sleeper Simulate was. You go through, you complete the line of quests, you build this weapon. Probably find it's going to be similar to what we did with Touch of Malice. And once you've got all that forged, then obviously that's your Gjallarhorn. Now, they didn't mention anything about nerfing, so we're not sure if it's been nerfed or not or anything just yet. But they did say that it is something that everybody gets to do or gets to keep by doing the quest. And guys, it also looks like it's got Wolfpack rounds. There are a couple of shots of it where you get to see it firing, and they do actually show the Wolfpack rounds. So it looks like the Wolfpack rounds are back in it. That's just something that I'm guessing from the video, so that's not 100% confirmed. But it does look like the Wolfpack rounds are back in it as well. Guys, apart from that, they obviously did say that they will be talking more about this at E3. Obviously, I presume everybody's going to be tuning in for E3. We'll definitely be tuning in for that as well. But guys, look, apart from that, that's pretty much all they've really said or explained. Obviously, I'll try going through the videos a few more times again and see if there's anything else I've missed. But guys, if you have any questions regarding Destiny, please please feel free to hit us up in the comment section below. Apart from that, guys, let us know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on the $30 price tag? Is it something that you are going to buy or pre-order, or are you a little bit hesitant about it? Apart from that, guys, this video has been helpful. Please click like. Remember, subscribe for all your content regarding Destiny. We'll try and keep everybody up to date as much as we can. Apart from that, Guardians, look, I'll see you playing games. I'll see you playing Destiny, actually. Have a great day and enjoy. Hashtag Death Zone Pony for the win.